every religion, every temple, and every scared text in history, you will eventually arrive at a single chilling question: what actually forced our cave-dwelling ancestors to discover God? Were the thought that early humans just needed to explain things they didn't understand, like tender lightning or why the sun rises? Yet modern science revealed a reality that is infinitely more terrifying. The inventions of God was not a philosophical breakthrough, it was a brutal evolutionary survival hack. Without it, the human race would have literally slaughtered itself into existential tensions of thousands of years ago. Over the next few minutes, we are talking about the theology. We are going to look inside that neural mechanism of your own brain to show you
We should never have come here. It's hopeless.
Oh, great spirits, hear our plea. Send the cleansing rain.
Blood of our fathers, earth our
forced us to build an invisible reinforcement in the sky, and we are physically hardwired to believe even if you think you do not understand. That brings us to the first design flaw in the human brain. It is started within a rustle in the grasses. Imagine you are a human 50,000 years ago. You were walking through the savannah and you will hear a rustle in the bush. You have two choices. Option A, you assume it is just the wind. You keep walking if you are right and save some energy. But if you are wrong, it is a subtle thought and you're dead. You join in this there. Option B, you assume it is a dangerous predator with a mind of its own. You run away. If you are wrong, you wasted a bit of energy. If you are right, you live. Evolution heavily rewarded option B. An anthropologist calls this hypernative agency detection. Our brain evolved to project intent and mild onto completely inanimate things. We are hardwired to look at the universe and assume someone or something it is behind it, watching us. So when the sky cracked with thunder, our ancestors did not just see electricity. Their survived programmed brain saw an energy angrily invisible father figure throughout a tantrum. It was a brilliant error, but it was still just an error too. But while Paranoia created spirits, it didn't create organized religion. To build God, human had to hit a physical limit, a limit that still dictates your friendship today. There is a strict biological limit to how many people you can actually care about. It is called Dunbar's number, and for humans that limit is roughly 115. As long as our tribes stayed under 150 people, we didn't need laws, police, religion. Everyone, if you stole your mate, and everyone in the tribe would find out and they would take out pressure was our survival strategy. But then agriculture happened. Tribes tried to be scaled. Suddenly you are living in a town of thousands of strangers. You can't keep track of who is hosted and who is a thief. The social order should have collapsed under the weight of greed, murder, and betrayal. In fact, evolutionary models show that without a massive intervention, every site should have dissolved into absolute monarchy and anarchy. Enter the ultimate social technology, the high god. Our ancestors realized consciously or subconsciously that you can't police thousands of strangers. But if you convince every single stranger that there is an all-known invisible option, they will see them even when they are completely alone. Everything changes. Suddenly you do not steal nuts because of the local chiefs, but because the creator of the universe will punish you solely for intimacy. God become the ultimate cheap, highly effective physiological police force. It allows us to trust strategy. It allows us to build the modern world. If you think this was just a clever trick played by ancient rulers, you were missing the wildest part of our biology. Belief was not just a psychological trick. It was a Darwinian filter. Consider two ancient tribes. Tribe A is highly logical. They don't believe any god. They only trust what they can see. Tribe B believes they are the chosen children of a fierce deity who demands cooperation and sacrifice. When a drought hits, tribe feature every individual fight for their own food. But tribe B, they gather at the altar, pray together, share their reserves, and march into battle as a single unified organism. Tribe B wins every single time, not because their god was physically through lightning bolts, but because their belief itself made them cooperative, lethal, and resilient. Evolution didn't select for truth, it selected for survival, and beliefs survived. This deep physiological wiring is exactly how human attention works. Just like our ancestors were. When we look back, we realize that ancient humans did not discover God because they were primitive or uneducated. They discovered God because they had to. It was the mind-reading software in our brains making us see patterns, the physical limitations of our social circle forcing us to find a cosmic referee, and the brutal laws of natural selection rewarding those who believed. Whether you are religious, spiritual, or a staunch atheist, you carry the genetic code of those survivors. We didn't just build civilization, we built them on the foundations of the unseen. And that is why no matter how advanced we get, the instinct to look up and wonder will never truly leave us. Thank you very much for following me, and subscribe the channel for more information
now
in the
move
future.
aside if you cannot pay.
You are robbing me in broad daylight.